With us on set is Scott Cohen, and he's the president of One Source Supply. I met Scott networking, thought he had a fabulous story. We're going to be talking about how ordering all your supplies from one source can really be a benefit to you financially for your company. Welcome, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So One Source Supply, you started out in the hardware industry. You basically grew up doing what?
Father owned a hardware store. So growing up, 6 years old, pushing in drawers. I was the only 13-year-old that didn't go to camp, and I went to Camp Hardware Store.
Camp Hardware Store. And you became friends with, I guess, all of the different things, like the nuts, the bolts, the screws. I was laughing with you when we first met about the fact that a lot of times people don't even know the difference between a nail and a screw.
That's correct.
Okay, so the nail is the part that's like sharp, very sleek,
Correct.
tap, 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 tap. But you need like a screw and a molly, really, if you want to hang a picture, because a nail sometimes will just go straight through your sheetrock.
Correct.
All right, see, I know a few things. Okay, so you grew up with all this hardware knowledge, and then what were some of your next steps of your career?
Basically, the hardware store wasn't just your everyday hardware store. We sold janitorial supplies, plumbing, electrical. I'm hoping with the winter coming, a lot of ice melt. And through my career, unfortunately, my dad's store closed 23 years ago.
Is that because the big hardware
No,
stores came in
actually,
town, or
there
no?
There were other situations that
Okay.
led to it.
Okay.
But what it enabled me to do is it enabled me to go work for a lot of other people, gain some knowledge on how not to do certain things in the industry. And a year ago, I funded myself and went into business.
Wonderful. So One Source Supply, what are some of your typical things that you help with? You go into a business and you do what?
Well, basically what I do is I walk into a building and I tell them I'm here to MRI their building.
Okay.
And the confused
Oh, to
look-
MRI their
Yeah,
building.
confused looks are priceless. And what I've adapted is a lot of my old school training with new school ideas. So I'm going to look at the buildings, I'm going to see what I can improve on, what I can cut their costs on, and make their staff a whole lot more productive. But without letting them know that they think they're doing less work, but really they're doing more and they're just more efficient.
What's one of your overall success stories?
One of the major success stories I had is I've gone into a large property management company, and basically they had troubles maintaining their floors. And when I went in and I looked, they were using all the wrong products. They were waxing and stripping marble, terrazzo. It just wasn't working. So I went in with new ideas, told them that I'm going to cut out major work for them. The staff was happy. The ownership was happy at the end of the day because they were spending less money. But what they got was newer, cleaner, and shinier floors.
Okay, so the process to work with you is you go in, you meet with a company, you, as you say, you do an MRI
Correct.
on their overall things, and then what you do is they can actually order supplies from you, which are going to help them in the end save money.
Correct. And not only ordering supplies from me, I've expanded into doing kitchen and bathroom renovations, and I sell the cabinets to go along with it. And I also design them, which is a lot of fun because you get really personal with who you're doing business with.
And I know one thing about you is that you're a very nice person,
Thank you.
and you're a team builder.
Absolutely.
So it's like not only do you design it, but then you also have a carpenter that can actually install it.
Correct.
So you're like not just one source supply, but you're also like one-stop shopping.
Correct. I've also teamed up with an interior decorator, guy who does total home renovations. And I'm looking to add to my arsenal. You can't have too much.
Okay, so you're looking to grow as well.
Absolutely.
And you also told me that you'll even do blinds. Like you've got a new industrial, I guess, a school that's interested in having you help them with their, is it Venetian blinds? What kind of blinds are they?
Well, basically, I do that right now through the interior decorator. I go in, I lead her into the place,
Okay.
and I let her do her thing. In turn, it leads me into doing what I like to do, which is kitchens in private homes now, and because my focus right now is more on the apartment houses, churches, schools, so it's nice to be in front.
And you're also big on inspirational and motivational things. So do you have like a favorite quote for us or a business tip of the day you'd like to share? What's been resonating with you lately?
Basically, with me, it's been, I just want people to do the right thing because that's the way I live. That's the way I go about my business. Go in, do the right thing, help people out, and you'll be theirs forever.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us.
you.
It's always nice to see you. So it's One Source Supply.
Correct.
Excellent. Scott Cohen.
Thank you.
Easier said, right? That's it. That's all you need
correct.
to know. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Donna.
Hey, if you're a business and you're looking to get some supplies and you'd like to have him come in and do an MRI, I highly recommend him. Thanks for watching. Live it up.